Y'all know who this is, bro? Y'all niggas didn't have no childhood if you wasn't watching the River Monsters. That's a show, bro. What? Do-as used to be crazy. I'm like, bro, why the fuck? I think they ended the show because he found all the rare. He found all the rare fishes. He found all the rare fishes, bro. Like, I'm like, what? This nigga like that. He's him. Gotta love white people. You know what I'm saying? They the most curious people ever. They discover everything you can think of. They probably nine times out of 10 discover it. Sometimes they steal shit. Majority of the time they steal shit and say they discover it. Whole time you ain't discover shit.
Step back. Thank you very much.
This is bear country, and they depend on the salmon run for food. So I'll be in direct competition with them for the best fishing spots. We're only about 65 miles from where self-styled grizzly expert Timothy Treadwell and his girlfriend were eaten alive by a hungry grizzly.
How you doing? So is this the place where you saw the bear from the plane?
It is, yes. You can see there's a very regular bear trail where they're coming and going from the river. If a bear comes close to us, we'll stand side by side and we'll try to look big just like they do. And then typically they'll just move around you and then move off. If a bear is trying to fish in an area, though, the last thing we want to do is for that bear to think that we want the fishing hole and we expect for it to move. So if they want it, we'll let them have it.
Okay.
Carrying a gun at all times is common practice in the Alaskan wilderness. And in case a bear does attack, my pilot Glenn Osworth Jr. is carrying a .50 caliber handgun. The bears may have already found a good fishing spot.
Just literally, I don't know, sort of 15 feet from where I'm standing, there's been a steady procession of fish through, working their way upstream.
Oh shit.
And there's also some big dark groups holding as well further down, so I'm quite looking forward to getting a line in the water.
There are no bears in sight, so it seems safe to try and catch my first salmon.
This off topic, but I only been fishing one time and I enjoyed it. Honestly, I see why people fish, cause that shit, it take your mind off of life. Like when I remember I went with my dad, we went to the 757. But that shit, we was there for the whole night. Like we slept on the bridge and shit and everything. Like we slept there, bro. Like that shit, that does take your mind off of it. Like you don't think about life and all that. Like it does take, it's like escape from reality. And then it teach you a lot. It teach you how to be patient. I feel like, you know, fishing, like I want to go back though. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back. Shit, I'm gonna stream that shit. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
What you're doing is you're casting out, you've got a lump of lead here, and you flick it 45 degrees upstream. It comes down, and the fish are all facing upstream. And the idea is that they've got their mouths open. It just gets in their mouth. That panics them. They run, and as they run, hey, that ends up in the mouth. So it feels like a strike, but and that will be in the mouth, probably like that. But then they're not actually going for it. That's the theory. I'm going to see if I can put that into practice.
Time to try and get my first salmon.
Well, there you go. You got it.
Wow, we got. Actually hooked one. That was a bit of a surprise. The line just was ticking down, and they haven't really spooked off too far. Just ticking down, it just stopped, and I think I was a bit too surprised. And I just pulled. I should have sort of actually tried to set the hook a bit more on that one.
With this many salmon around, it's not long before the bears start returning to their fishing spot.
Here's a bear just coming out of the brush on the far side.
Whereabouts is it, Glenn?
He's just looking out of the brush, watching for salmon.
Oh, yeah. And that, I mean, that's a very definite fisherman's posture, isn't it? Even though it's a...
Yeah, you can tell he's ready to pounce down in the water.
Within minutes, 3 large grizzlies have surrounded us.
Damn!
Our day on the river has suddenly become dangerous.
Oh, this is absolutely typical. You find a good spot, somebody else comes in, tries to LB you out, but I think in this case, I'm going to make a graceful retreat.
I'm fried, yes, fried. I'm fucked up.
We may turn and back towards us too, because there's fish between us and the bear. And definitely a good time to keep talking, keep making noise. That way, if he has his nose down under the water, he can still hear us and doesn't end up, you know, popping out of the water right close to us and having to make a decision about how it's going to react.
with the bears this close, I can pick up some fishing tips.
Man, look, this is shit I mean. I see a bear, I'm taking my ass. Alright, time to go home, wrap this shit up. I'm not finna sit here and examine this motherfucker. Cause 10 times out of 10, he already know, or he or she already know these two niggas there. So he's really giving y'all a chance to lead me the fuck. Like, he's not paying y'all no mind at the moment, bro. Like, he know y'all there, but he's not paying y'all no mind, bro. So this is the best time to get the fuck on before his ass do start paying your ass some. You feel me? Paying attention to y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, real life shit. Real life shit. Like, this man trying to get.
He needs a bit of practice. It's almost on a level with my early fly fishing attempts, I think.
But gotta love white people.
There's a bunch of fish congregated right underneath them.
This is shit I mean.
Jump right on top of them that way.
Because I guess, I mean, you know, a bit like a human fisherman. If there's lots of fish there, even if you're a bit inept, you're still going to get something.
Yeah.
Once they've moved off a bit, I can carry on trying to catch my first salmon. But these grizzlies are putting me to shame.
Ah! Ah!
Fuck that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go, bro.
Fantastic to see these bears close up. I wasn't really expecting that. You can see they're semi-aquatic.
Like, I'll probably be there a minute. I ain't gonna lie though, this is nature and shit. So this is really once in a lifetime opportunity to see shit like that, bro. Probably for some people, bro. I'll probably stay there for like cool minute, but I ain't gonna stay there for a cool you feel me, a break type shit. Taking a break from work, like nah, not a 10-minute break either. Like not a smoke break. I'm gonna stay there like, oh shit, like this is crazy. Record it, boom, get the fuck on. I'm not finna,
I don't think this is the lake monster, but I think you could call it in some ways a bit of a river monster.
And this nigga still fishing. That's why I fucked with him. Dude, he got heart.
Here we go.
Believe it or not, this is the first salmon I've ever had on the end of my line.
Damn, what? I didn't even know that shit. Nigga, you be capturing creatures.
This is a fish that can swim hundreds of miles up these fast-flowing rivers to get to its spawning grounds, so it can put up a strong fight.
Right, fish has done me a favour. It actually has turned off the main flow.
I'm so engrossed with catching a salmon, at first I don't notice our interested onlooker.
Out of the water, out of the water. Right, come. Okay. Right, I think.
Hey!
We're gonna want to break the fish off.
Break it off, nigga! What is you doing?
I think
that nigga's dead ass less than 30 yards.
No. Hey, is he on the fish?
This bear is clearly not afraid of us, and that's
nigga,
a problem.
That's not even the real nigga. That's a fucking cub, bro. That's a fucking cub, nigga. Fuck him. You need to worry about the mama. If he's here, that means the mama is right around his ass. Best and believe that. Nigga, if you don't break that fucking line and take the fuck off, these niggas yelling and shit. Nigga, the mama bear gonna come get y'all asses.
Break it off.
Fuck that. Break it off, bro.
We're gonna break the... No, we're just gonna break the fish off.
This is a young grizzly, but although not fully grown, it could still attack and kill any one of us.
You can have the fish.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
It's more interested in the salmon than
Let
us.
him have it. Right.
It
Man, that's a close fucking call, bro. I'm not playing with that.
This time, we need to fire a warning shot.
I am gonna fire away. He's getting too pushy.
Whoa! No!
You guys, plug your ears.
Just deep breaths. Just calm down. It's all part of the.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Even after a warning shot, the bear won't leave.
Yep.
So it's best that my film crew and I get out.
Yeah. Smart man.
I didn't quite succeed in landing my first salmon, but it's clear that they are a vital food source to the whole area. With millions of salmon coming in every year and fish like pike in these waters year-round, I'm convinced that there is enough food to sustain the monster I've been hearing about. My mission is to prove whether the Arapaima deserves a place alongside the Amazon's undisputed freshwater killers. And as I go deeper into the heart of the Amazon in search of this fish, I encounter the other creatures that come with this increasingly dangerous territory.
Let me tell y'all something right now. You would not be seeing my black ass in, for one, in open water. For two, especially at night. This ain't the movies, bro. I don't know about y'all. Some people, it's a city people. But nigga, you go to the country. Some people don't understand like how really, nigga, when it's dark, nigga, it's dark. You can't see shit. Fuck that, but the stars.
Fishermen that hunt the Arapaima fish here in the Amazon regularly expose themselves to river monsters that have no need to prove their deadly nature.
Anything could be behind him. He wouldn't even realize.
I've heard a tale of a killer caiman in these waters. So I head out after dark to see if I can find it. But it seems like I'm the one being watched. There are eyes following my every move.
Ain't it?
I'm out at night hunting caiman. There's one in these waters apparently that is absolutely man-eating size. They say it is close to 20 foot.
Caiman's eyes reflect my flashlight, making them easy to spot.
Wait to do this.
Oh, there's one.
Maybe I can grab a small one to have a closer look.
That's a baby one. That nigga took off. Fuck that.
Too fast. Too fast.
My nigga said, fuck that. Another one. Got that
yes!
Bitch.
Gotcha.
I do want to do some shit like this, though.
That's a caiman.
Definitely a caiman. Just
having a close look at this animal here, I can really now understand why this is one of the most feared creatures in the Amazon. Just imagine this thing scaled up. I mean, those teeth, that sort of armor-plated body, yeah, it is just the perfect design for taking out just anything else that lives in this river. So it's basically a big one of these that was responsible for the death of that poor fisherwoman. She just went over it in her canoe and it just surfaced, flipped over the boat and then grabbed her when she fell into the water.
No funny shit.
Seeing how many caiman there are in these waters makes me realise that it is as much the company the Arapaima keep that makes them such risky prey to hunt. I've now been travelling for several days. It feels like I'm light years from civilization when I finally track down the Munduruku people.
Bom dia. Bom dia.
Like, who the fuck these white
My Geico motorcycle policy can cover my helmet too. So if it gets damaged, they'll replace it. I'm on club.
Although often dressed in Western clothes these days, the Munduruku still retain their connection to wildlife and to the myths and legends of old.
That's hard.
A época melhor para ver eles.
Agora essa época.
Época de ser. Okay. It looks like I could be here at the right time. A good time is right now when the water's down and the fish are actually concentrated. Okay. But lunch is on the go. Turtle's actually very tasty. If you're eating fish all day, every day, a little bit of variety actually is quite a treat. So some fish ready for supper. No fridge here or anything, so basically had to put some salt on, otherwise they just go off in the heat.
I see. Voila.
Mesmo respirar tofu. This is a little spice you put on your fish. It's got mais pimenta.
Pimenta. Dentro.
It's sort of manioc juice with a bit of chili peppers in there, and it's got a bit of a bite apparently.
Aqui rapaz lá de pesca, aqui ele tá tomando farinha de pesca. De arpão, né?
De arpão.
Mas é de arpão.
So the way that people fish here is not, the sort of industrial method that is used or was used elsewhere. It's very traditional. It's one person in one boat with a harpoon just waiting, and there's somebody in the village who can possibly sort of take me out later on to see if I can see some arapaima at least anyway. It's a newborn little monkey, and they're feeding him with a bottle at the moment. He's that young. That is a monster. That is an absolute monster.
I head south to another lake as I hear big umputa are the villagers' target species. Fishing techniques here have remained.
And people be complaining about living, you know what I'm saying, their lifestyle they living now. Like, look at how they living. And y'all complaining about the shit y'all got. Like, be grateful, bro, because you could be in a worse situation. You could be in a worse situation. Look at this shit. I'd rather, like, not trying to be funny, I'd rather take this and that. You could always be in a worse situation, so be grateful that you have a roof over your head, you have clothes on your back, you have food in your stomach. You worrying about name brand shit, Chrome Heart, all this Balenciaga, all this shit. Like, bro, like, oh, I wish I had all that, bro. Be grateful for the shit you do have, bro. Because you could be living a worse life, bro. Some people that got it hard out here, bro. And you crying about the shit that you, bro, you living. You got a roof over your head, like I said. You got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food in your stomach, bro. Like, you living, bro. Why? Be grateful, bro, because God can take that. Then what? Some people that have worse lives are here. Look at this shit, bro. You telling me you complaining about your life and these niggas got it real, bro? They'll come here and be, man, what? Work their ass off. Next thing you know, them niggas have houses. Them niggas gonna have real life shit. They have their own corners, like they stores. They came from nothing. They like, what? I can real life shit. They doing this shit from their country. So imagine them coming to America like, what? I'm ready to turn up. This probably, like, what? Be grateful.
Pretty much the same for thousands of years.
Simple.
Maybe if I leave my high-tech equipment behind for now and join these fishermen, they'll share their secrets of where they catch their fish.
This is Lake Chamo in Africa's Rift Valley. And just looking around today, even in the 21st century, this place has the look of somewhere that could hold a real serious monster.
Lake Chamo is in the south of the Ethiopian Rift Valley, and it is known for the size of the beasts that live here. And these beasts aren't just fish.
Oh, shit. This is shit they gotta go through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain this shit no more. I can't. Like, be grateful, bro, honestly, because you can really... These niggas have to hunt their food. Some people have to actually take the time out of it. They actually have to hunt their food. And you complaining. And y'all complaining. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but y'all know what I mean. Be grateful for the shit you do have. Appreciate the shit that you do have. You worrying about keeping up with the Joneses and all that. Like, fuck that, bro. Your time gonna come. Appreciate the shit that you have right now. Like, bro, you got clothes, you got shoes, you got something to eat, you got a roof over your head. This is shit. Some people have to go through shit like that. This shit's funny.
I generally scout out an area before I fish, but on this lakeside, I'm not alone, and I'm not sure I like it.
You
I'm not used to jostling for position with man-eaters.
Nah, fuck that.
These guys can eat up to half their own body weight in a single meal. And
You heard what the fuck fuck that nigga said? I'm not sure. Nah, you not sure? My nigga, I'm man, fuck that.
I'm not used to jostling for position with
My nigga
man-eaters.
said, what? What you mean you not sure?
I generally scout out an area before I fish, but on this lakeside I'm not alone, and I'm not sure I like it.
You not sure you like it? Fuck that.
I'm not used to jostling for position with man-eaters.
Nigga said, like, he said it in a way
These
like,
guys can eat up to half their
like,
own body weight in a single
nigga,
meal,
I know for
and very
sure,
often
100%.
it's fishermen that end up on the menu.
Fuck that, I'm taking my
Situations
ass out
like
of
this
there.
that make you rethink your place on the food chain. I'm normally the person who's doing the hunting, but I'm very aware
humble
now
your
that
ass.
I'm actually having to sort of look around me, watch my back. Something might have its eye
Damn.
on me.
Damn. Fuck that.
I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed now. This
Nigga
croc's
40.
still in some
My
of
nigga
these
said, huh?
reeds here. Didn't actually see the animal then, but heard
Fuck
the
that.
movement as it went through the reeds.
Hell nah, bro. I'm scared. Hell nah.
But if I want to learn how they catch their umputa, I'm going to have to fish like they do. So I head out with one of the guys.
That's
to check
real life
their
shit though. Like real life shit, bro. If I ain't gonna lie, if I had the heart to do this shit, I would have done the same. Like
nets. But I hadn't
Like that.
counted on their boats being so flimsy and exposed.
This is a bit nerve-wracking. There's a pod of hippos over there. It's not them I'm worried about, but there's a couple of others on the fringes of the group which periodically go under and then come back up again.
get out the fucking water, bro. What the fuck? Nigga talking about a bit nervous. You a bit nervous? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? You a bit nervous? Nigga, this hippos, bro. Search it up on Google, bro. They the number one. They like, I think they're the number one animal that kill humans, bro. Like, they very territorial. I can't even pronounce the word, bro. But y'all know what I mean, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm out of here. You know how fast they is underwater, bro. Nigga, tell me I'm a bit nervous. Nigga, you a bit nervous? Fuck that. Nigga, say I'm a bit nervous.
But I hadn't counted on their boats being so flimsy and exposed.
This is a bit nerve-wracking. There's a pod of hippos over there. It's not them I'm worried about, but there's a couple of others on the fringes of the group which periodically go under and then come back up again, and they've been coming back up closer and closer. Strangely, I'm actually trying to get to the deep water because that's actually going to be safer than the shallows where the hippos and the crocs are. Hippo's very, very close. Looking this way, gone underwater. I don't like the look of this, actually.
After what I've just heard, I want to stay well clear of these hippos. They are just as dangerous in the water, and they have been known to flip boats, chomping the occupants to death.
And
If I get on the wrong side of a hippo, especially
fuck
in this
that.
tiny
Get the
canoe,
fuck out of there,
I'll
bro.
be lucky to escape
My
alive.
language, bro.
But my only option is to just get on with it.
Why?
If, like the local fisherman, you
The fuck? That's not your only option, bro. You ain't forced to do this shit. I gotta love it though. This nigga got hard. To my black man, my black ass wouldn't even touch the water.
But my only option is to just get on with it. If, like the local fisherman, you are dependent on the fish you catch to stay alive, you've got to work with the dangers. I come across one man who took on perhaps the most feared animal here when he was attacked by a crocodile. However, this time the croc didn't leave empty-handed.
You know, not only did the crocodile actually make off with his foot, it had done so much damage to his lower leg that
had it amputated.
his leg was actually amputated above the knee. Unbelievably, I mean, he still fishes. As this picture here proves, he still goes out
doing that, bro. That's
with
different.
just one leg, fishing on the very same lake where he had that encounter.
He has a family to feed, so he has to keep facing the dangers. But he's not fished this long without learning a thing or two.
Got a family feed, bro, so I gotta do this shit, bro. The nigga damn near had died, bro. The nigga damn near had died. He encountered, like, bro, the nigga leg, bro. survive it. You know what he said? Fuck that. I got a family to feed, bro. I still gotta do this shit. And y'all niggas be complaining about what? Complaining about what? Complaining about what? Crying about what? Keeping it real. Y'all niggas be complaining, crying about shit. Like, you heard what the fuck this nigga just said, bro? My nigga said, I have the family to feed. The nigga damn near died. He went back to the same, wherever, lake, river, the same area, bro, where the alligator bit him, bro. Shit like that, y'all niggas will have PTSD. This nigga got a strong ass mental, bro. Shit like that, y'all folks will have PTSD for having some shit like that. Y'all probably, I'm scared of rivers. I fear water. This nigga dead ass went back to on the same, bro, the same river, whatever the case is, that bit it, that the alligator, the croc, whatever. I think it was a croc that attacked him, bro. Same river, bro. And y'all crying about what?
A leg that his leg was
I
actually
can't, fuck that. I got a family to feed, bro. That's real shit, bro.
Unbelievably, I mean, he still fishes, as this picture here proves. He still goes out
real soldier shit,
with
bro.
Just one leg, fishing on the very same lake where he had that encounter.
He has a family to feed, so he has to keep facing the dangers. But he's not fished this long without learning a thing or two.
So this tilapia in the picture, very interesting. He actually used that as live bait for Nile perch. He knows where the Nile perch are. He could tell me possibly the places to go and maybe the places to avoid. I think, you know, this could be a very useful lead.
After a discussion of tactics with this fearless fisherman, I head back out onto Lake Chamo, armed with some inside information about good places to try. But to get to them, I have to pass a point known as the Crocodile Market, so called because it's a favourite spot for these lake giants to gather. Apparently, the largest...
Nah, man, I'll take that back, bro. I'm not doing that shit.
Spot for these lake giants to gather.
Nah. I personally think animals are lazy. Honestly, I think wild animals are lazy, bro. Because if they really wanted to, they could. And that's what a lot of situations that humans have ever encountered with wild animals, predators, bro. Because half of the time, they really wanted to. Sometimes they could have. If they really wanted to, they probably could, bro. Like, I think animals lazy, bro. To a certain degree, bro. Like, to a certain degree. Like,
apparently, the largest Nile crocodile ever recorded lived on this lake. A beast about 20...
And you going there? Like, you... Like, what the fuck? You heard what he said?
A favourite spot for these lake giants to gather. Apparently, the largest Nile crocodile ever recorded lived on this lake. A beast about 20 feet long. And that was only a few years ago. Seeing this many...
Nigga made it sound cool, though. It's like, shit, I gotta... Shit, I see his mindset, though. It's like, bro, I gotta travel to this shit.
Crocodiles hauled out in the sun makes me realise just how many man-eating sized monsters are living in this lake.
That shit crazy, bro. Ooh, that shit is scary.
Just the
damn, bro, you can tell they came from the dinosaur age, bro. You can just tell, bro.
Just enormous. I've never seen so many big crocodiles in one place before.
Damn.
And as they sink back into the water, I can understand why they say it's the croc you don't see that will kill you.
Exactly. Pay attention, bro. Fuck
the elders told me they doubt the native fish species here are capable of inflicting these injuries. But something did bite through my line, so I have to keep an open mind. I head out with Alphonse Mavasanye, a fisherman and crocodile specialist, to see if somehow a crocodile could be responsible for these unusual mutilations. He has brought me to the same area where Ramsin was attacked. Alphonse is actually going to try and call this crocodile to us. The splashing mimics the sound of a large crocodile moving quickly through the water. The call, that of a young one. Both sounds should attract crocodiles to us. Ramzan described the croc that attacked him as being over 20 feet long. But they kill by ripping and spinning, tearing at flesh and devouring huge chunks at a time. So it is unlikely that a large croc would only attack the genitals. But could it be a smaller one? Or is something else lurking down there? Yeah. See the eyes just on the edge of this bit of vegetation here, about 20-30 yards in front of the boat. Dense floating islands of vegetation. Perfect crocodile habitat. Right in the vegetation. They can stay submerged for over an hour. You don't know they're there until they attack. Each time we spot one, it spooks and disappears. They seem very wary. But eventually, Alphonse grabs a baby one.
Damn, he snagged that bitch.
So this one's a salty?
Yeah, it's the older one. It's about 1 year old.
So this could belong to the big one. This could be one of the children.
One of the children for the big one.
So the squeaking noise. What is the squeaking noise?
Call the mother.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So you think maybe a good idea to put back now?
Yeah. We can put it back.
I can't be certain that crocs are not responsible for the attacks, but Alphonse tells me that they're rarely seen near villages now, and both the genital attacks occurred close to the victims' houses. I think something else in this water has a taste for human flesh. We saw one crocodile tonight, I suppose an animal about 8 or 10 foot, something like that, judging by the amount of light coming back from the eyes, but other than that, it's just been small ones, and I suppose in one sense, a bit of a relief not to come across the big one, but in another sense, I'm quite disappointed and also surprised that we haven't seen more crocodiles tonight. Alphonse tells me that in recent years, crocodile numbers are down. And it is only in the past few years that the attacks on people have occurred. Could it be that whatever is attacking the fishermen is also attacking the crocodiles?
Get award-winning YouTube TV and get set up in minutes with up to 6 accounts per household. Plus, watch live sports and the latest shows. Get more than cable for less than cable.
Dr. Dave Morgan, who leads the research, is passionate about sawfish. By tagging and tracking individual fish, he's starting to build up a picture of their secret lives. But as we head out to set trapping nets, we're busy watching our backs. Crocodiles seem to be following our activity with a predatory interest. This is risky work. If you get too focused on the crocs and take your eye off what's under your nose, you can wind up getting karate chopped by a sawfish in the net.
Just trying to do it from a boat in a deep section, that's when you often get hit a lot. But when you don't want to get out of the boat because there's crocodiles or saltwater crocodiles around, then you get hit.
Working as fast as we can, we lay a series of nets across the main channel. If there are any sawfish here, they stand a good chance of getting snagged. At regular intervals throughout the night, we come back to see if anything's turned up.
Oh, then they got none.
There's a float down here.
Oh yeah?
There's a kick here, kick.
Yep. Lay it down.
Okay, so we get...
Yep, we'll get that one out.
The first catch of the night is an agitated barramundi. As I already know, this can be a prickly customer.
These things are sharp, Jeremy. They're basically almost the worst thing to get out of a net. They're worse than crocodiles and bull sharks and swordfish. They've got spines all over.
It's got itself well wrapped up, but eventually we managed to untangle it without getting impaled.
Barramundi got caught in the net. This is going back in the water. This thing's quite a vicious predator, but I mean, this is it's going to be a meal for the crocs if it stays in the net any longer. But back to fight another day. Okay, no sawfish. Still no sawfish.
There are more nets to check. The problem now is that the struggling barramundi has stirred up the crocs. And just the thought of being grabbed by one of them is making me jumpy.
Hell no.
There's something, hang on, there's something grey in the water.
Can you feel something, Jeremy?
Yeah, definitely there's a real kick like that.
Yep. Is it a long kick or a...
It's, there, we can see, can you see that?
Yeah, that's one.
Croc, bull shark or sawfish, this has to be the lucky dip from hell.
Let's just do a quick croc spot. There was a croc coming in before over there.
Yeah,
it left the bank and was out in the middle.
Yep.
Just be careful, mate. It could be a bull shark or a freshwater, saltwater crocodile.
Well, they get wrapped in the nets. They come and take the fish out of the nets.
Well, the freshies generally go for catfish, but the salties definitely prefer the barramundi.
I'm starting to wish I was somewhere else.
Well, they'll chew them in the net.
Niggas start regretting.
Try and fight you for them.
Like this nigga, you in this shit now?
Oh. Shall I attempt to grab that? Is that?
Critics are buzzing about the new season of Yellow Jackets.
Do you remember what we promised?
Like a shark. And his ass like this. Yeah, it's a shark.
Well, no sawfish in the net, but this is a bull shark.
Bull shark, okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I'd normally be fired up to find bull sharks so far upstream in fresh water, but they're starting to feel like a plague, and I wonder how many more I might have to pull out from this crocodile soup before I find a sawfish. And I discover I'm not the only fisherman out here.
Just spotted a caiman just here amongst these branches,
Same type of family.
looking at me directly. This big eye, and I suppose I'm just about to go up the creek here. I'm just trying to get my eye in for spotting things in the water, so I'm quite pleased that I spotted that. I think the wolffish are going to be quite similar. It's going to be a case of looking for something just not quite right amongst lots and lots of tangled branches and weeds, that kind of thing.
I have now heard incredible stories of how fearless wolffish are. I have caught the huge piranha that they compete with in these rivers. I have travelled so far and risked so much, but to fall at the last hurdle would be a disaster. This creek is a really eerie place. A pool enclosed by rainforest in the heart of nowhere. I have never felt so tiny and remote.
in the middle, dead as in the middle of nowhere.
The fragility of my safety has never been so clear. And to make matters worse, I'm not alone. A caiman, South America's alligator. Large ones have been known to attack people. Although normally quite wary, this one is completely unafraid of me, testament to how far from people I have travelled. I don't want him to come too close, but it's no wonder he has made this creek his home.
It's piranha. Pass off.
It's alive with piranhas.
It's actually very frustrating. Every bait I'm throwing out is getting attacked, but unfortunately it's by piranhas. Piranha again. I'm hoping that as the light fades, they will become less active. But at the moment, I've got a dwindling supply of bait because the piranhas are just attacking it every time.
My best chance is to wait until night. Salamone told me that once the sun sets, the piranhas run and hide, because that's when the wolffish come out to hunt. It seems the piranhas know who the real river monster is.
Dang. I'm not a big dog, nigga. I'm telling y'all right now, he can't see shit. He going base off the rest of his senses besides sight. Like, he got to really base off feel. Like, he dead ass can't see shit, bro. Like, I wonder what the fuck be going on through his head. But fishing are different.
Fish on!
Oh, there you go. Like, he still couldn't see shit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I've finally got a wolffish on my line, but I'm not the only one with an eye on my catch.
There's a caiman right in front of me.
I do the only thing I can think of,
I'm going to try and just pull this up on the side.
with the worst possible result.
Fuck! He broke the fucking line. Shit!
I was trying to pull the fish up on the side because the caiman was after it, and I've lost it. I've lost it. Damn!
Fuck!
Should have had that fish.
Bro.
That caiman hadn't been there. I'd have probably had that fish. What I was trying to do was just slide it up on the side here. Hook came out.
Fuck you, Cayman.
Damn.
Bitch ass nigga.
I can't risk
Now you
going
don't
back,
have the fish.
even though I know wolffish are there. Cayman are territorial, and it was certainly not afraid of me.
Try to pull it, bro.
It will be there again tomorrow without doubt, and next time it might not just go for the fish. A 7-foot caiman could easily attack, and a severe injury out here would have serious ramifications.
Damn, bro.